There are a lot of layers in this investigation into Chief O'Hara's conduct.
So let's bring in investigative reporter Ryan Raish. He's been digging into a report that really breaks down the key findings here, Ryan.
Yeah, guys, we know this all started over allegations that former Chief O'Hara had sexual relationships with city staff. Now, those allegations were not substantiated then, and that remains true today. But now this report details attempted interference and a possible cover-up. This 14-page report obtained by 5 Eyewitness News is essentially an investigation into the investigation. Months after investigators could not substantiate claims of sexual misconduct, the case suddenly took on new life when a witness came forward in December with a recorded phone call raising concerns that Chief O'Hara may have interfered with the original investigation.
The interference itself is a breach of trust. Because of that, I informed the chief that I would be disciplining him up to and including discharge, and he resigned.
The crux of all of this comes down to the address book on Chief O'Hara's phone. Like most of us, he had hundreds of contacts on his phone, but according to the report, he deleted just one of them right before the phone was taken and analyzed. That contact card was employee number 2. One of the employees alleged to have been involved in a relationship with the chief. But here's the key. How would the chief know who to delete? Investigators say he was not told the names or number of employees with whom he was alleged to have engaged in such relationships.
If I had known earlier, I would not have renominated him. If I found out later after this confirmation, I would have reached the same conclusion.
It remains unclear exactly what was said in the recorded phone call due to several redactions in the report. But whatever was said, it was enough for investigators to take a closer look and determine that, in fact, Chief O'Hara deleted the employee's contact card in an effort to shield that evidence from investigators. The investigators note that O'Hara and all the employees involved categorically denied the allegations of a sexual relationship. And again, those claims remain unsubstantiated. But the interference in disregarding the instructions not to talk about the investigation is why O'Hara is out of a job tonight. Live in Minneapolis, Ryan Raish, 5 Eyewitness News.
Ryan, thank you so much. And we will continue to track what's next in the city as we wait for a new nomination from Mayor Frey. And tonight, Minneapolis residents are reacting to the news. See that full report tonight at 6 o'clock.